Number 55, the directions are the same as 54, which is to solve each equation by finding all roots. Now this is a fourth power function. So again, we need to start by testing the possible zeros, by listing the possible zeros first. And again, the number in front is 1, so we don't need to worry about the dividing by the factors of 1. So the possible zeros will come only from the 192. So we would have the possible zeros are at plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, 48, 64, 96, and finally 192. So let's test some of the possible zeros to see if we can find a factor. So we have 1, 4, 4, 64, and negative 192 as the coefficient. And let's test 2. So bring down the first number. We have multiplying by 2. That would be 2. Combining it, 6 times 2 is 12. And combining, we have 16 times 2, which is 32. And that is 96 times 2, which is 192. That will give us a 0. So far we have one of the factors is 2. And we're just going to continue because we still have x to the 4th right now. So since we have the numbers, the coefficients here, we're just going to test. This time we're going to test the possible zeros, and it's going to be based on 96. So we know that the factors of 96 are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 24, 48, and 96. So those will be all possible zeros of the new set of coefficients. Let's test negative 6, and I'm going to multiply. That will be negative 6 and gives us 0. And multiplying, we have 0. Combining, we have 16, and that's negative 96, which gives us a remainder of 0. So we're ready to reduce this. So we're going to take it down from x to the 4th. So we now have x to the 3rd here. We're going to start with x squared plus x squared here. It is x cubed here and therefore x squared here. So let's rewrite the factors, and it will be x minus 2 times x plus 6 times x squared plus 16. We're going to solve the last set of the last factor for the 0. So we have x squared plus 16 equal to 0. We're going to subtract 16 to both sides. That will give us x squared equals negative 16. When we take the square root of that, we will end up with plus or minus 4i. And so the zeros are going to be plus or minus 4i, and then negative 6 and 2. So those are all of the zeros for this polynomial function.